Hey guys, it's Mike here over in Taiwan. I'm in my favorite restaurant again, and I did a lot of work yesterday, so I was pretty tired by the end of it. I noticed that I really like sleeping on the floor. Not exactly on the floor, but get like some type of I don't know, like kind of like mat. It's like yay thick, and sleeping on the floor. I used to really hate it when I was in Japan. Because they have I guess they call it a futon, but my idea of a futon and Japanese idea of a futon is different. Their idea of a futon is they have like some bedding that they put on the floor, and then when you wake up in the morning, you clean up the bedding, you put it in the closet, and you're on your way, right? But for me, a futon would be like a foldable couch that you kind of when you fold it out when somebody's coming over, when you have like a visitor or whatever. So you'd bring out the futon. So yeah, but I just wanted to that I like sleeping on the floor now. I don't know what it is about. Whoa, maybe it's like the hardness of the floor or whatever it is. So just now there was a truck that honked their horn. I don't know if they're going to be noisy again. It's kind of noisy right now, but I never really understood about this because I live beside this really narrow road, and a lot of big trucks, big cars, they go through here, and this type of thing wouldn't really fly in Canada because you got kids like playing in the street, people like in the alleyways and stuff, and whenever there's like a straightaway in Taiwan, people will just like fly through it like it's nothing. Okay, and then they gone away, and they're just assuming because there's nobody kind of in front of them, then there's nobody that's going to come out, right? Which, I mean, there's two things about it. One is a lot of old people, obviously, they walk really slowly, so they're not. I mean, they're not really paying attention, and then you just have to automatically stop right away, right? So this is this thing of like the stop and go with Taiwan is like one reason why traffic is and driving in Taiwan is really bad. I had a student yesterday actually talking to me about in the Philippines where he was at because he stayed at a hotel with his family for 4 days. He said he didn't want to go outside of the hotel because the cars and the scooters and all that stuff they drive like crazy over there. And I was trying to like juxtapose him like the idea of Taiwan too, because in Taiwan people they stop and go. In Taiwan they'll do stuff like a couple days ago I saw this video about this van that was going through. So basically they had this this warning that said, okay, it's like at 2.5 meters, I don't know, don't quote me on it, right? But basically there was a height limit for the car. So and then the van, it went through, and it touched the warning. So the warning thing, it just like it made a little jingle or whatever, and then it went through the second part, and then it basically ripped through the entire ceiling. Now what can we kind of learn from that, right? I'm not saying all people in Taiwan, but just for some of the people that I have seen and some of the people I have talked to, you're gonna have like some type of situation that you encounter in Taiwan, and people will just kind of plow through it. They'll say, okay, well, yeah, I gotta go somewhere, so I'm gonna go and plow through this street or these people or whatever it is. It's like if you have places where it's really narrow and there's lots of people in Taiwan, people would just kind of bumble themselves like and try to like step over you because they have like a place to go, right? And it's like nobody ever tells them like stop or like, hey, look, maybe you should probably not go through that place because you're gonna rip through your whole ceiling. And then after that, he just caused a whole traffic jam because there's like 100 people behind him wondering who is it that stopped all the traffic. I didn't see what happened after, but what he did was he just kept moving through and destroyed his entire ceiling. But I don't know, things that could be avoided if you can just look at the signals first and then just go in the opposite direction, right? I've said this before about, and because I've been living in Taiwan for like almost 10 years, so I'm just gonna focus in Taiwan, but obliviousness is something that's like really, really pertinent in this culture, because they'll they'll go to some place and they're just kind of like on their phone, or talking to their friends, listening to music, or just walking in a certain direction, and then they're oblivious that, I don't know, there's a bunch of like wolves there. I mean, that's not probably the situation that's going to happen, or like maybe there's 5 or 6 guys who want to like rob them and steal their wallet. They wouldn't know. Well, why is that? It's because in Taiwan it's pretty safe anyway. And nobody really says no to you. Most people will probably say, okay, I'm going to go out at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, and nothing really happens, right? But in most major metropolitan areas in like America, probably this is a stereotype. You're walking around at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's almost like you're asking to get robbed, right? So I don't know. I've never lived in America. I've only visited there, but I'm just going by what I've heard. A lot of whenever I talk to like people in mainland China, I think that's their biggest thing about America is it's dangerous. So you don't know what you know. You don't know what you don't know, I guess. There's people they stay in like one place. There's like I don't know, 80% of people in Japan, like they don't even have a passport. So how is it that they're going to making a guess or a hypothesis about foreign countries or places they've never been to, right? And I think that's probably why you're going to see a lot of like elderly like tourists and whatever from Japan, because like a lot of them they don't even travel until they say, hey, you know what? They wake up and they say, oh my God, I haven't even left Japan. Yeah, I mean, I like to travel. I've been to like a lot of different places, but not as much as a lot of other people. I love in the morning you always got like the noisy people, and it's not like angry. If you look at them outside looking in, you're wondering why is it that these people are talking so loudly, and the reason why is because they want you to hear what they're saying. Maybe they're kind of something's wrong with their ear or something, but I think they're just really, really excited about breakfast time. Maybe they want to hear a story. They don't really care about what's going on around them. I mean, I almost want to like look at them and like give the side eye, but at the same time, it's like this myopia in Taiwan. They only focus on the thing that's going on in front of them. For example, ordering breakfast. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. I'm just looking outside here, and there's just the bunch of cars, and you just stop there. It just looks really weird and really interesting. I think I forgot my like water bottle thing somewhere. They always call this like a water bottle. I got this water bottle thing here, but in Canada, I think I would call it a flask. But I think nobody probably uses words like that here. There's like a lot of different words that people use here that I wouldn't necessarily use, and even like I hired this new Chinese language teacher who's not from Taiwan, and he uses words that are different from Taiwan. Or like she was I don't know. I don't really would care about like getting to other people's business, but when people are just like really loud, I'm not saying it irritates me. That's another thing, guys, before I go, I want to tell you like a piece of advice about life that I'm kind of like really, really into right now. You have something that's like really small that really irritates you, you should just forget about it. Like I lost like some money over in the coin laundry machine, and I don't know, probably like 10-15 minutes later I said, you know what, forget about it. I even asked AI to give me the information about the people that own that place. And, they came up with something, we called them, and then nothing, no dice. So don't let like little things like, some old lady who's trying to yell it over the manager at the restaurant irritate you, because it's just going to bog down the rest of your day. You got 1,440 minutes to use every single day, minus your sleeping time, minus your commuting time, minus your working time. So use them wisely. I'll see you guys later. Bye.